Hi, I'm Joanna Penn, and this is a review of The 4-Hour Workweek by Timothy Ferriss. And there are a number of covers, but the book's the same. So this is just a fantastic book. It's a resource, it's a guide, it's inspiration. Tim is just this fantastic action man. What's great about the book is that it uses a lot of examples of I guess, more normal people who can also achieve what Tim talks about in this book. So I love it, it's brilliant. I've read it a number of times. Just sort of an overview of what it's about. He basically talks about defining what you want your lifestyle to be, and the concept of lifestyle design. So you decide what you want to be. So say you actually are very happy living on a beach in Thailand and you just want to hang out there. You work out how much that will cost, and then you change your life to match that. So he basically first starts with definition. About defining what you want out of life. You don't have to be a multi-millionaire if what you want doesn't need multi-millions to support that lifestyle. So first of all, think about what you want. E is for elimination. So he then basically talks about what you can eliminate in your life to simplify it. So for example, email. He has a bit of a go about too much email, about how we all have to respond like this, the low information diet, which I particularly agree with, cultivating selective ignorance. So this is, stop watching the news 24 hours a day, stop watching the news at breakfast, at lunchtime, in the evening, because it's all the same anyway. I personally stopped watching the news a while back because it's always more bombings, more death. It's always the same. So if things are important in the world, you hear about them, and if you're on the internet, you hear about them, and friends tell you, and then you can see. A is for automation. So then he talks about basically outsourcing as much of your life as you can, or your business. He actually has his own business with supplements and health. And he worked out a way to extract himself from that business, and he talks about the lessons in here about how you can do it too. It's a little more complicated if you're an employee, but basically you can do it. So automation, he basically talks about how you find a business that can be automated, say an internet business, or what you can do with products. So that's pretty good. And then he talks about management by absence. So how can you extract yourself to make things run on autopilot? And finally, he talks about liberation, which is his lifestyle design idea, where you take mini retirements instead of waiting till you're half dead to take time off. He talks about escaping the office. It's in general a really inspirational book, but as well as being filled with inspiration, it has very specific resources to use as well. The mini retirements I thought was really good. He talks about making lists of what you want to be and do and have in your life, and then identify how you're going to do it, and then just get on with it. So if you want to go rafting down the Grand Canyon, then research it, see how much it's going to cost, and then organize it. Stop putting it off forever, just make it happen. So that's pretty good. And he talks about the importance of what you want with your life instead of the importance of sitting in the office for 50 years. It's a great book. It talks really about how to change your perspective on life and what you want to do now rather than wait till retirement. So again, The 4-Hour Workweek by Tim Ferriss, highly recommended.